So there's a number of different ways that we can approach growing mushrooms on our property as a gardener. Some of them are easier than others, some of them are faster than others. Kind of walk us through what our options are.
There are basically three ways to grow them. We can grow them in a log, and that's the long haul. We can inoculate them in this oak log here, and it'll be 18 months before we see the first fruiting of that. We can inoculate them in wood chips like we're standing on, and that's a little bit quicker. And the other option is sawdust.
Most of these materials, if not all of them, are easily available online, so you can select what kind of mushroom you want to grow, and then it's just a matter of impregnating this log with that spawn. It in time grows into the log, uses that as a food source, and then fruits out of the log. But show us how to do it.
This is a white oak. It's also recently harvested. You don't want to put your inoculation into an old log that you find on the forest floor.
Sure.
It's got to be relatively clean in terms of its fungal presence.
And not every tree is a good candidate for mushroom cultivation. Some of them, just due to the, tannin load in the wood, or, just the structure of the wood, things that rot really, really fast, typically not good. Gymnosperms like pine, almost never good. Mm-hmm. And so oak is a great place to start because almost everything that we want to grow is going to like to grow in oak.
That's right.
Okay, so show us how we inoculate this log.
There's not too many tools that you need. You basically just need a drill with a 5/16 bit. You need a little bit of a layout. What I do is I take the diameter of the log, I divide it in segments by the diameter. So this is a 6-inch log. I've created 6 segments down here at the base. And then what I do is I space my dowels, and I've got a little marking here, every 6 inches on that line that's dictated down here. The next line, I shift it so I have a little bit more of a diamond pattern, and that's really so that the spawn that's going into that wood is spaced well. It's kind of like planting your garden. You want a little bit of a spacing between your plants.
And so from there, we're going to drill the holes, and then just hammer the dowel in there, and then we do have to protect the dowel so that it doesn't dry out. What do you like to use?
We use beeswax. We have a local at the farmer's market that sells honey, and so he had some beeswax that we purchased from him.
You said this is, of course, the longest, but once we get this log done, it's going to fruit season after season after season. How long until our first batch of mushrooms?
Should be about 18 months. You can trick the log into thinking it's the fruiting season, and the way you do that is you basically soak it in a water bath, immerse it in a water bath for 24, 48 hours, and then when you take it out, you smack it on a rock or something, you just shock it, and for whatever reason the mushrooms say that's the time to go.
There you go. I guess they know what's best.
That's right.